Chosen ones, get ready, because what I'm about to share is not just powerful, it's life-changing. If you are watching this video now, it is not by chance. God brought you here because something extraordinary is about to happen in your life. The divine timing has arrived, and the warning you've been waiting for is here. The world may be ignoring the signs, but heaven is calling, and now is the time to act. This is the final call to step into your divine purpose and fulfill the mission that has been prepared for you. This is more than just a shift in mindset. It is a divine transformation happening deep within you. As a chosen one, you're about to witness everything falling into place faster than you could ever imagine. But to embrace this powerful shift, you must align yourself with the divine plan and walk boldly into the fulfillment of your destiny. Before we dive into this divine revelation, take a moment to do 3 things. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment the number 99. This will send a powerful signal to the universe, amplifying the energy of this message. And remember, if you are truly a chosen one, your spirit already knows that this message is for you. If you are ready, stay with me until the end, because your life is about to change. The patience of God has reached its limit. He has given time, warnings, and opportunities, but the world continues to reject His truth. Chosen one, God has been patient with this world for a long time, but His patience is running out. Every day, He has given chances for people to turn from their ways, to seek His truth, and to walk in the light of His plan. Yet, many continue to reject His guidance. The warnings have been clear. From the whispers in your heart to the signs in the world around you, God has been trying to get our attention. And now He is saying, enough is enough. Just think about all the moments when you felt a deep tug in your spirit, urging you to act, to change, to embrace your true purpose. That wasn't just a passing thought. That was the voice of God, patiently waiting for you to listen. But now, chosen one, we can feel the shift. The world is rejecting His truth in greater numbers, and the time of grace is coming to a close. We've been warned. We've been given opportunity after opportunity, yet many remain deaf to His call. It's important to understand that this isn't just about individuals. This is about a world that has forgotten its Creator. God has been patient, but His patience is not endless. Every time people ignore His call, it's like closing the door on divine grace. And now, chosen one, that door is about to close. The time has come for us to decide whether we will walk in the truth of God's purpose or continue to ignore it. But here's the good news. If you are watching this, you are not too late. God's grace is still available to you, chosen one. He is still calling you into His plan, still offering His love, still giving you the chance to step into your divine destiny. The question is, will you answer the call, or will you be one of those who choose to ignore it? Your time to act is now, before it's too late. The signs have been clear. Natural disasters, spiritual awakenings, and global shifts are all warnings that many are ignoring. Chosen one, if you've been paying attention, you've seen the signs. Natural disasters, upheavals, and strange occurrences, they are not coincidences. They are not just random events. These are the warnings, the wake-up calls from heaven, letting us know that the time is short. But here's the truth, many are ignoring these signs. They're brushing them off as if nothing is happening, as if everything will go back to normal. But deep down, we all know that normal is long gone. Think about the spiritual awakenings happening around you. People are starting to question what they've always believed. The world is shifting, chosen one, and it's not by accident. People are waking up to the truth of who they are and what they're meant to do, but not everyone is ready to embrace it. The world may be turning a blind eye, but you, chosen one, are being called to see what others cannot. You're being shown the truth, even as the world turns away from it. The natural disasters, earthquakes, hurricanes, floods, these aren't just signs of environmental changes, they are divine messages. Every shift in the earth, every storm, is a reminder that God is in control, that His will is unfolding, and that His plan cannot be ignored. You've been shown the truth. You've been given the opportunity to align yourself with God's purpose. But the world continues to reject it. The question is, will you join in the rejection, or will you heed the call and walk in the truth that has been revealed to you? The signs are clear, chosen one. They're all around us, and they're not going away. The world may ignore them, but you don't have to. You've been awakened, and it's your responsibility to respond. The time to act is now. The chosen ones can feel the shift. If you have been sensing an urgency in your spirit, it is because heaven is preparing for a divine intervention. Chosen one, have you felt it? That sense of urgency rising up within you, that's stirring deep in your spirit. You're not imagining it. This is the divine shift that's happening right now. Heaven is preparing for a mighty intervention, and you can feel the tension building. You've been sensing that something is about to change, that something big is coming. That's because you are attuned to the call of the divine, and God is preparing you for what lies ahead. This shift is not just a vague feeling. It's a confirmation that the time has come for action. You've been feeling this urgency for a reason. Heaven has been preparing you, strengthening you, and now it's time for you to rise. God has been whispering to your heart, calling you to step into your purpose, to align with His divine plan. And now, the shift is tangible. The world is moving, and you, chosen one, are being positioned for something greater than you can imagine. It's easy to ignore that pull, to think that the timing isn't right or that you're not ready, but deep down, you know better. This urgency in your spirit isn't random. It's God's call, drawing you closer to your divine purpose. As heaven prepares for the next phase, you are being prepared for your role. The question is, will you step into it, or will you continue to let the moment pass by? Chosen one, heaven is moving, and you are a part of that movement. The time to act is now. The divine intervention that's coming is for those who are ready, who are listening, who are willing to step forward. You feel it because you are called to be a part of it. It's time to embrace your role in the divine plan. The separation has begun. God is dividing those who walk in truth from those who have chosen the path of deception. Chosen one, the time has come for separation. God is dividing those who walk in His truth from those who have chosen the path of deception. The lines are being drawn, and the decision to stand for truth or to follow the lies is more important than ever. You can feel it in your spirit. There is a divide happening, and it's only getting clearer with each passing day. The world is being shaken, and those who stand firm in the truth will be separated from those who choose to remain in the darkness. This is not about judgment, it's about alignment. God has always offered the choice of truth, but many have rejected it in favor of falsehoods, distractions, and deceit. Now, the time has come to see who truly follows the path of righteousness. The separation is not just a physical one, it's spiritual. It's about who is willing to stand for God's truth, regardless of what the world says, and who will continue to walk in the lies they've been told. The question for you, chosen one, is, where do you stand? Look around you. Do you see the division happening? The people who were once close to the truth are beginning to choose sides. Some are embracing the light, while others cling to the shadows. This separation is happening in real time, and it's important for you to know which side you stand on. Will you be among those who choose truth, or will you remain with those who prefer the comfort of the lies? The choice is yours. The separation has begun, chosen one. Heaven is calling those who are ready to stand in the truth, and now it's time for you to choose your side. The world may try to deceive you, but God is calling you to stand strong. Don't let the noise of the world cloud your judgment. Walk in the truth, and you will be aligned with His divine plan. Judgment is coming sooner than expected. What was once seen as distant prophecy is now unfolding before our eyes. Chosen one, judgment is no longer a distant prophecy. It's unfolding right before our eyes. What was once spoken of in hushed tones, in warnings and scriptures, is now happening in real time. We've all seen the signs, the chaos, the confusion, and the collapse of systems that we once trusted. These are the precursors to judgment, and they are not coming tomorrow. They are here now, and they demand our attention. God is no longer waiting. His time has arrived. The world has lived in denial for so long, thinking that judgment was something far off, something that could be ignored. But now, we are witnessing the very things that were once foretold: natural disasters, societal upheaval, and spiritual confusion. These are the symptoms of a world out of alignment with God's will. What was predicted has now become reality, and it's up to us to respond. You chosen one are being called to wake up and take action before it's too late. This is not a time for complacency. You may have heard the stories of the end times and thought they were just allegories or distant warnings, but now the signs are clear. The world is being shaken, and God is preparing to execute judgment. Those who have rejected his truth will face the consequences, and those who have remained faithful will see the fulfillment of his promises. The time for indifference is over. It's time to act. The judgment is here, chosen one. It's happening now, and the question is, are you ready? Are you standing firm in God's truth, or are you caught up in the chaos of the world? The time to prepare is now. Walk in truth, stay faithful, and align with God's divine plan, because the judgment is already beginning. The world is about to be shaken. The systems of men will collapse, and only those who are aligned with God will stand strong. Chosen one, the world is about to be shaken in ways we've never imagined. The systems of men, the governments, the economies, the institutions that have ruled for so long are on the verge of collapse. It may seem like everything is falling apart, and in many ways it is. But here's the truth: only those who are aligned with God will remain standing when the dust settles. The world may be in chaos, but God's kingdom is unshaken, and those who walk in his will be untouched by the storm. We've seen glimpses of this collapse already: crumbling economies, political instability, and the breakdown of trust in institutions. These are signs that the foundations of man-made systems are fragile, and they will not last. The world's way of doing things is failing, and God is calling his people to stand firm in his truth. The question for you, chosen one, is, will you be swept up in the chaos, or will you stand on the firm foundation of God's word, knowing that no matter what happens in the world, his plan for you will prevail? It's not enough to just watch from the sidelines and hope things will improve. The systems that have controlled our lives for so long are collapsing because they were built on false foundations. But for those who have chosen to align themselves with God, there is a different story. You are not part of the world's collapsing systems. You are part of a kingdom that will never fail. And no matter how chaotic things get, you will stand firm because your foundation is solid in God's truth. The world is being shaken, chosen one, and only those who are aligned with God will stand strong. Now is the time to align yourself with the divine plan. Don't wait until the world falls apart. Stand firm now in the truth, and you will not be moved. No more second chances. The time of indecision is over. Either you walk with God now, or you will face the consequences of ignoring his call. Chosen one, the time for indecision is over. There are no more second chances. You've been given opportunities, signs, and the grace to step into your purpose. But now, the time to choose is upon you. God has called you to walk with him, and you can no longer sit on the sidelines, wondering if it's the right time. The moment to act is now, and there will be consequences if you continue to delay your decision. This is not the time to hesitate. It's the time to move forward in faith. Indecision can be crippling, chosen one. It's easy to get stuck in a place of uncertainty, waiting for the perfect moment or for everything to align. But God is calling you to walk in faith, even when you don't have all the answers. He's given you everything you need to take the next step, and now it's time to act. If you keep waiting for the perfect time, you may miss the opportunity that's right in front of you. Now is the time to step out and trust God's plan. You've seen the signs, and you've felt the urgency in your spirit. God is not going to wait forever. His call is clear, and now it's your turn to answer. If you refuse to act, you risk missing out on the divine plan he has for you. There are consequences for ignoring his call, chosen one, but there are also blessings waiting for those who choose to walk with him. The choice is yours. Will you act now, or will you let this moment pass by? There are no more second chances, chosen one. The time is now. Don't hesitate. Step into your purpose and walk boldly with God, because the consequences of indecision are far greater than the fear of moving forward. The chosen are being positioned. Those who have stayed faithful will soon see the fulfillment of God's promises in their lives. Chosen one, the time of waiting is over. If you have stayed faithful through the trials, if you have kept walking in truth despite the obstacles, then know this: God is now positioning you for the fulfillment of His promises in your life. He has seen your endurance, your patience, and your obedience, and now He is about to release the blessings that have been reserved for those who have remained steadfast. You have been prepared for this moment, and now it's time for you to step into everything that God has promised you. Think about the years of preparation, the trials you've faced, the lessons you've learned, and the growth you've experienced. Every single step has been leading you to this moment. You've been positioned for greatness, and everything that you've been waiting for is about to manifest. The waiting wasn't in vain. It was all part of God's perfect timing, and now you will see the fruits of your faithfulness. For some, it may feel like they've been forgotten, that their dreams and desires have been put on hold. But God has been positioning you behind the scenes, and now the time has come for you to step into your purpose. Your obedience has made a way for God's promises to come to fruition in your life. Don't doubt it. What you've been waiting for is closer than ever. Now is the time to receive what God has prepared for you. Chosen one, if you've stayed faithful, get ready for the doors to open. The fulfillment of God's promises is coming your way, and you are about to see the manifestation of everything He has prepared for you. Stay strong, stay faithful, and step boldly into your destiny. Stay focused, stay ready. Do not be distracted by fear or the chaos around you. Your protection is already set in place. Chosen one, in times of turmoil and uncertainty, it's easy to become distracted by fear, doubt, and the chaos around us. The world is in a state of confusion, and it may seem like everything is falling apart. But here's the truth. None of this can touch you if you stay focused on God's plan. Your protection is already set in place. You are covered by His grace and His power, and nothing can separate you from His divine purpose. The key now is to stay ready, to remain unwavering in your faith, and to keep your eyes on the divine mission He has given you. The distractions of the world are powerful, but they are nothing compared to the protection God has promised you. Fear may try to creep in, and chaos may try to overwhelm you, but you have been sealed by divine protection. Keep your focus on God's truth, chosen one, and do not let the noise of the world shake your confidence. The enemy will try to use fear and confusion to throw you off course, but remember this: you are already protected. Stay steady, stay ready, and trust that God is guiding your every step. It's easy to get sidetracked when everything around us seems unstable. The world may feel like it's on the brink of collapse, but you have a divine shield protecting you. Trust that God has already set things in motion for your safety and success. Don't let fear distract you from your purpose. Stay focused on the path He has set before you and continue to walk in the truth, knowing that you are divinely protected. The protection is already in place. Your role is simply to stay faithful and move forward with courage. Chosen one, stay focused, stay ready. The chaos around you may be overwhelming, but it will not touch you. Your protection is secured by God, and with Him on your side, nothing can stop you. Keep moving forward with faith, because nothing is more powerful than the protection He has already set in place for you. This is the final call. The warnings are over. Now is the time to act, to prepare, and to walk fully in your divine purpose. Chosen one, the time is now. The warnings have been given, the signs have been shown, and the call has been made. This is the final call. There is no more waiting, no more procrastination. The divine plan is unfolding, and it is up to you to act. The doors are open, the opportunity is here, and now it's time for you to step fully into your purpose. No more excuses, no more delays. The moment to align with God's plan is here, and it's time for you to walk boldly into the destiny that has been waiting for you. You've heard the warnings, you've seen the signs, and you've felt the urgency. Now the question is, will you act, or will you stand still? The time for indecision is over. The divine intervention that has been prepared for you is ready to unfold, but it requires your participation. God is calling you to step forward, to claim what has been prepared for you, and to walk in the fullness of your divine purpose. The final call is here, and your response will determine everything. The world may try to distract you, fear may try to hold you back, but now is the time to rise. You've been prepared for this moment, and everything you need is already inside you. The divine plan is moving forward, and you are a key part of it. This is your final call to step into your purpose and to walk fully in the path God has set for you. The opportunity is here, and the choice is yours. Will you answer the call? Chosen one, this is it. The time to act is now. Don't wait any longer. Step forward, embrace your divine purpose, and walk confidently into the future that has already been prepared for you. Chosen one, you've heard the call, and now it's time to act. The knowledge you've gained today is not just for reflection, it's for transformation. The power to change your life is already within you. But the question remains, are you ready to step into your purpose and prove that you are a true chosen one? The world is waiting for your light, and it's time for you to shine brighter than ever before. Now I want to hear from you. Share your experience in the comments below. How are you feeling about stepping into your power? What are you going to do with the knowledge you've received today? Tell me what your next step is, and let's keep this conversation going. And remember, if you haven't done it yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications so you never miss a life-changing message like this one. The universe is aligning for you, chosen one. Stay tuned and stay ready.